All right, welcome to our Falcon Vlog, episode 1. Here today we have Michael Piel, who is a 2015 graduate of the IB program, and we're going to ask him some questions. So let's check in with Mr. Piel here. We're on the Higgs futon of interview, the interview futon, if you will. And Michael, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I graduated in 2015 here from Pedro Menendez High School. I was part of the IB program all 4 years here, and then I now attend the University of Florida where I major in business management. And yeah, so that's pretty much a little short bio of me.
All right, awesome. So Higgs, you got some questions for him?
So yeah, Mike, if we could cut to the chase, a lot of kids often think, why should I do IB? Is IB worth it? I get that time and time again. I've invested my time in this. Is it worth it? So what are your thoughts, Mike? Why should I do IB, and was it worth it to you?
In my opinion, you should do IB if you're thinking about it, mainly because you hear it everywhere, but it really does prepare you for the next level. I mean, no matter where you want to go to college, IB is going to give you that really solid background and that work ethic you want to go and succeed and really not, face those struggles a lot. I feel like a lot of people see when they go to college and just kind of become overwhelmed. If you do IB, you're not going to get that overwhelmed feeling when you go there. And then on top of that, I mean, successfully completing your IB exams at the end of your senior year, I went in with 32 credits. So I knocked out most of my gen ed requirements as well as most of my writing requirement at Florida. So it really helped me get out of a lot of classes necessarily that wouldn't pertain to my major or apply to anything that I was interested in or that I was doing. So I think it was really good in preparing me, and it was really good in helping me come in with a solid foundation of credits already and knocking out a lot of those requirements UF and most other colleges are going to make you complete.
Now, Michael, you got your actual ID diploma, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, so for those kids that are worried about not getting the diploma and saying all this work is not worth it, do you have any words for them that even if you don't get your diploma, do you think the program is still a worthwhile program?
Yeah, I mean, I think no matter what, whether you get your diploma or not, because I mean, I got my diploma, but I also know I know people that were in my graduating class that necessarily didn't, but are still very successful in college. I think at the baseline, whether you get a diploma or not, it like I said before, it really just prepares you. It really allows you, especially in sense of writing, all these papers you've had to do, the IAs, English class, even for history writing those papers. You'll be very, very well versed in how to write papers and how to write them quickly and effectively, because in college a lot of times you'll get these papers and it'll be like you have a week to write 1,500, 2,000 words, and I mean, I'm able to sit down now and do that in a night. So it really helps in preparing you to be able to see these writing tasks that are put before you and be able to just go at them and not really have any sort of issue with it. So I think no matter what, it really prepares you to handle that workload on top of just being able to be a better writer, which is at the foundation what's important in most of your classes you're going to take.
Now, Mike, so in talking about that, you recently switched your major, right?
Yes.
So how did IB help you with that? You said you're class of 2015, so you're 2 years in now, and you switched your major. That would be a real freak out moment for a lot of people. But
what'd you switch to?
So I was a health science major my first 2 years at Florida, and then this last semester I just recently switched to business management, which I mean it was a pretty big 180 going from essentially the health field to the business field. But at the same time, I'm able to do that, and through just I'll have to take summer classes this summer, but through doing that, I'll still graduate on time in the spring of 2019 with a degree in business management, because I came in with so many credits from IB to cover up my gen eds and my writing requirement that I'll be able to just take core business classes coming up these next 2 years and won't have to worry about doing any of those other requirements that have been met through my IB credits I got and classes I've already taken, that I'll still be able to graduate on time because I already have those requirements taken care of a lot in part due to IB.
nice.
So I know, our 3 classes were your favorite, but do you have any other favorite parts of doing the IB program?
Yeah, I mean, IB was good in the sense of it really, I think it really taught me how to like utilize my friends as well. Like I was in a lot of these same classes with my friends, and it really taught me how like valuable it could be to like know people in those classes that are doing the same stuff as you, and like use other people to help you succeed in class, whether it be through studying, and sometimes just getting the information described to you by someone else maybe turns a light on in your head. I'm able to like now when I'm in classes at Florida, I know to always like try to find people I know and stuff like that. I try to find people I know and find people I can like sit with and talk with, because it really helps to have like multiple perspectives for a class. And that was a really good part of IB, and kind of being with that same like close-knit class for most of the 4 years here at Pedro. And then on top of that, the teachers just like always wanting to engage you and always wanting to talk with you. I think that's really valuable in the sense of in college, teachers don't necessarily go out of their way to engage you and can be sort of intimidating. But like being able to have those good relationships with teachers in high school and not like having that big divide between teacher and student and feeling like you can always go approach them made it a lot easier in college to go approach these professors and approach these like older faculty members and just have, you know, either simple conversations with them or ask them difficult questions about coursework. It made that a lot easier and a lot less stressful even coming in as a freshman.
Cool. Nice.
So one last question. We know that everyone loves IB and that it's the best program ever, but at the same time, we all know that there's a negative thing, a negative part of everything. So what would you say your least favorite part of IB was?
Yeah, I'd say my least favorite part was, and you all get there at some point, but those tests at the end, man, like they're all just kind of like crammed into 1 week, and you just feel like you're waking up, you're taking another 2 tests that whole week, and it's pretty stressful. So I mean, I would say that out of everything, that would be my least favorite part. But at the same time, I knew it was coming, and I also like had peace knowing I was prepared for those. So yeah, it was stressful, but at the same time, it's just I realized it was coming, and I know if you guys are going to be in the program and know that this is what you want to do, you'll be at that same point too, you know, eventually. But at the same time, it's stressful, but at the end, it's still worth it, and you'll be prepared. I mean, having these guys as teachers for, you know, some of your classes throughout these 4 years, they're going to prepare you to walk into those exams and kill it. Because I mean, I know that's what happened with me. So.
All right, Michael. Well, that's
Thank
going to
you, Michael
conclude
Piel.
episode 1. You got Luker, Higgins, Mr. V, and Mike. We are out. Remember to hit that subscribe button and that like button. And we are IB out.